Hey there guys, what's going on? So the beat goes on here on this pre-release Major Music Monday before we hit September 9th, and all of the great original material, the written stuff, the things I really put together are going to be up on my YouTube page really soon. This prior video that I just shot, this vinyl unboxing that you're seeing right now, it's so much stuff, so exciting. I'm really over the top about it, so ready for you guys to just see this stuff, unleash it all on the world. It's the most stuff I put together at one time to just get out in a big burst of stuff, and I'm just really hoping that my anticipation is really going to match the results of what's coming up, and I hope you guys are just as excited about this stuff as I am, because I'm just so excited for every single inch of this that I get to present to you here today. So, because we have a little bit extra to get into here with this one, I want to get right into it, not really intro it out any further. In this one, we have yet another artist who Ryan Adams might have some things in common with, at least the younger version of Ryan, who didn't deny his country music roots. And we have this artist here today who happens to also be another artist that I reviewed in my last several videos that you should by all means go and check out, because I'm very proud of them, and all of the ones that I managed to assemble, they're really awesome, and they're just some of the best work I've been doing lately. So definitely go back and check those out before you see this, because there's a review for this guy as well. This is his 6th record all time. It is his 5th full-length album, one being his debut EP back in 2007. And I must say, I'm very, very excited about this new release. It's not like mind-blowing or earth-shattering, changing all this stuff, but it stays right in a zone where this guy just excels, and it's like, why would you want him to be different from what he does best? And this record just is superb because of that. So we're going to get into it here. As with the Ryan Adams one, which is the prior video to this, it will be spontaneous, be off the cuff. These records are sealed. We're just gonna do it, but we got some extras in this case with Justin Townes Earle and Single Mothers. Now, it took an extra year to get this out. Justin, or JTE as we affectionately call him, got into a little bit of a disagreement, a little bit of a back and forth with the label owned by that guy from Mumford & Sons, something Glass, I believe, and ended up getting into a fight about songs to do with this record, I believe. Justin was on the record, on the label, then he left the label because they didn't want to work with him, they didn't want to release what he had, and he got really pissed, justifiably so, and left and ended up on Vagrant Records instead. Though, of course, one of the most amazing prior label relationships I've ever seen is in full effect, because if you go over to Bloodshot, which was JTE's other label for so long, you can actually go and order this, as well as the Ryan Adams EP, or LP, I want to say EP again, LP, which I talked about in my last video, which is a really cool thing and an example of really good prior relationships with your label, and he's spoken really glowingly about them. But it's a good release, really solid. The cover, to start off with here, really was rife with people wondering, well, this is a really strange, kind of a terrible cover. You know, what is this? Is this like JTE as a kid? Is this, what are they trying to kind of pull here? What's the idea with this particular record design? But the more you get to know about it, the more it's actually really cool and really interesting, because I'm not so sure who the girl is exactly, but the kid here is 13-year-old Sammy Brue, who is a very talented 13-year-old singer-songwriter down in Nashville, I believe. I just recently learned a little bit more about him through an interview with Justin Townes Earle for a particular publication, and got to hear one of his original songs and stuff. It's a really cool kid. Sammy Brue, B-R-U-E. You should go and check him out and see some of his stuff. Really a talented kid, and kind of mimics Justin's playing style a little bit, and it's really interesting. Definitely he's got a real bright future. Really interesting to see that. So it kind of gives it as I don't know, this record sort of a feel. The songs do as well, and the cover kind of mimics it as this, like, kind of passing the torch to the kids in a way. Like, it's a more mature thing, but it's like the next generation, the next singer-songwriters, the next, I don't know. There's just something about that, and I think it gives it a really interesting meaning, and definitely changes what my initial opinion on the cover was. 180-gram black vinyl download card included over there in the corner. And as I mentioned in the Ryan Adams video, we have this interesting similarity between the two in that there's a like a front and back perspective, front of the record, front of the people, back of the record. You know, you get everyone's back. I don't know what that is exactly, but you know, that's what it is. And Worried About the Weather, Single Mothers, My Baby Drives, Today and a Lonely Night, Picture in a Drawer, which is, if you've seen my review, if you haven't, go check it out now. It is an amazing track. It is my definite standout on this record. It is the perfect side A ender. I couldn't be any more pleased about that. Want to Be a Stranger, White Gardenias, Time Shows Fools, It's Cold in This House, and Burning Pictures on side B. Very awesome setup there. If I didn't say it before, through Vagrant Records now, which is not traditionally known for artists of JTE's genre, but I think it is a match that is working out very well so far. Hopefully the record deservedly sells what it should. This is not a gatefold either. This is also a single fold, which is the cheaper way to go, of course. And inside, we have oh wow. Well, see, now this, my friends, this is why we do these things spontaneously, because this is cool. Inside here, I do not know if this has been reported on at some point, unless this is, I feel like somebody's screwing with me to have this be announced in this particular fashion. But if we zoom in here really closely, I was just like, oh look, it has a download card with the album art on it, Single Mothers download card. Underneath, my friends, however, is watch for the all-new follow-up album from Justin Townes Earle, Absent Fathers, coming January 12th of 2015. So I do not know if my video is going to be the first up in this regard or talking about this, but this is very cool news right here, just kind of just off in the moment. This is why we do this spontaneously, because that's exciting. That's some really cool stuff. I had heard rumor that there was some leftover things from this record to go forward with him and talking about it in interviews, but to really already have a conclusive date for the next record, kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, maybe like these are like companion pieces to each other, is really interesting, and I'm really excited about that. That's freaking awesome right there. So keep an eye out for that, January 12th of 2015. Going to be kicking off 2015 in style here on my YouTube page, clearly. And on the, I'm so pleased that was the coolest moment of this video right here. And on the inside, on the record sleeve, we have JTE looking awesome and, you know, hip and all that. And on the other side as well. And we have thank yous to all sorts of people in here. The other musicians, just 3 other guys on this record with JTE, which is more of a stripped down approach, as opposed to Nothing's Gonna Change the Way You Feel About Me Now, which was more horn laden and grandiose. Photography, artwork, layout, cover models are Sammy Brue, as I said, Sammy B-R-U-E, go and check him out, burgeoning young singer-songwriter, and Kylie Cook. All songs and words and music by Justin Townes Earle, management, booking, all the above. Very cool right there. How are we doing on time, folks? We are getting a little bit late on the time here, so we're going to jump right over and get into some of the quick bonuses here, which include this very nice, very simply understated t-shirt with Justin's name there in little kind of scrawling, kind of a scrawled script, which I think is pretty cool, considering, you know, some people don't like it when you put a name on the shirt, like, oh, I don't want to wear somebody's name. I think it's cool, so whatever. And this is awesome as well, because if you've got the limited package at the beginning, you get this really cool pennant, which I'm not used to saying, because people don't really have pennants very often anymore, with Justin's signature right there. So that is awesome. That is another great bit of signed merch to add to my collection of other stuff in here. And this is a really awesome package, so I'm really excited to have talked about Justin Townes Earle with Single Mothers. Look out for Absent Fathers in January of 2015. So much awesome news there, but we are bringing this vinyl unboxing to a close here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out the reviews I've done. Go check out the extra songs that are going to be up here very soon. And just enjoy and stay tuned.